Good morning, my friends. Rich Lohman here with your woohooing thought of the day. Happy Friday to you. It's going to be a beautiful day outside in here in Michigan, and I'm excited to see you guys and be with you guys wherever you're at. I wish you a great deal of joy today. So today's thought of the day is going to be centered around the word awareness. James Russell Lowell said, "No one can produce great things who is not thoroughly sincere in dealing with himself or herself. No one can produce great things." Now, this is what I'm thinking about this morning is when you set goals at the beginning of this year, or when you stop and reflect on what 2020 looked like for you, and how you said, "I hope things get better." You use that word hope, just like I've used that word hope. And, we start a journey in our mind, hopefully, of, I hope that things get better. So when I hope things get better, I set goals. I determine how much I'm going to sacrifice, how much willpower, how much, just gumption I'm going to put towards the energy and effort that it's going to take. And then I create a plan, right? So awareness says no one can produce great things. I can't produce the hope through the goals if I'm not thoroughly sincere in dealing with myself. That's the process of talking about awareness. Good morning, Mari. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Peter. Excited to see each of you. Candace, good morning. Good morning, Rochelle. So no one can produce great things who is not thoroughly sincere in dealing with himself or herself. And I want great things. I hope you want great things. Comment below right now. If you want great things, say, "I want great things." Because that's the catalyst and the starting point of saying we need to grow in our awareness of why we don't already have the great things that we want. Something in our scope of our awareness isn't registered yet. Otherwise, we would already have what we want. So the first question that I ask myself when I'm trying to grow in awareness is, where am I? Like that, the depth and complexity of the reflection of the question, where am I, is in the state that I am. How do I feel? What am I thinking about? Who am I surrounding myself with? What am I doing? What am I not doing? There's a series of questions that help me to just become aware of where I'm at. Just turn on the GPS, I like to call it. After that, it's to identify through that hope, where do I want to go? Where is it that I'm heading? Because no one can produce great things if they are not thoroughly sincere in dealing with themselves. So where am I? Where do I want to go? Do you know how the choices you make impact your ability to get there? That's the third question that I have in growing in awareness. How do the choices that I make impact how I'm going to get there? That's just a process of reflection and growth. Do you know why you want to go where you say you want to go? Like, what's the burning desire? What's the passion? What's the purpose of it? Because without it, maybe that's where your awareness isn't crisp enough. The fifth thing is, do you learn from people that have already done it, that are already arrived at the destination you want to go to? I think that's the catalyst of understanding mentorship and coaching, is identify somebody that has been where you are desiring to go and get alongside them, help them, offer to give them some guidance or some assistance where they might be trying to go to another place, carry their bags, hold their coffee. I don't care what it is, but be in proximity to somebody that has been where you want to go, so that you can ask them questions and say, well, how do I get there? What was the first step that you took in getting there? I loved that when I did that with my mentor, Paul Martinelli. I'm like, I don't want to know how you got to Romania. I want to know how you moved out of your geographic area. He told me, and I'm like, thank you very much. So knowing and learning from other people, then knowing whether you will pay the price. This is all about the conversation of sacrifice. We are going to be doing a webinar here next week, Thursday, on beyond your comfort zone. And one of the posts and memes that we put out there yesterday, just to attract people to the webinar, was people have uphill dreams and downhill habits. And that's, you have to match the habits to the dream. And therefore, it's going to take some sacrifices, some trades, some blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak. So, knowing whether you will pay the price of the struggle is helping in awareness. Because if you just can say, no, I'm not willing to pay that price, you're better off for it. And the last thing is visualizing your achievement. That's an awareness thing. This is where I want to go. So I'm going to immerse myself in what I think when I'm there, how I feel when I'm there. What are the surroundings like when I am there where I want to go? Because the visualization process helps you to change your awareness of your current circumstances to the new set of circumstances. So that's how you grow in awareness. I didn't even go into strengths and weaknesses, but I want to know, how aware are you of yourself? And the reason I ask that question is because there's a lot of things that I see on social media. There's a lot of things that I see in talking to people because I pay attention to it, that I hear and see that they are not aware of where they are falling short of who they say they want to be. And it hurts me. It pains me. I want them to grow in their awareness. I want us to all grow in our awareness to become the best versions of ourselves. And the best way that I know how to do it is through the scripture that you guys are going to know, that I'm going to say, is Romans 12:2. If you've been around the thought of the day long enough, you know that's my favorite single scripture in the entire Bible. Romans 12:2, that says, do not conform to the patterns of this world. The patterns of this world are not aware of their surroundings, but be transformed, grow, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Grow in your awareness. Ask yourself questions. Continue molding and shaping who you are to match where you want to go. So do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. You guys, I hope you have a great day and grow in your awareness through the course of this weekend. I want to know that you can answer the questions and marinate in those 7 points that I shared with you, and I will post them below so that it aids you, helps you. If you'd like to get into discussions on these topics, jump on over and sign up and get into Passport to Growth, because we discuss these kind of things all the time. And also next Thursday, we have a webinar. You can find things in the news feed here at the Woohooing page where you can sign up for the webinar. I hope you have a great day, great weekend, and grow in your awareness.